Hello, my name is Christine, and I'm making these videos as a personal project. Today's video is the 13th of my 11 through 20. I'm batching them in groups of 10. The first 10 were the absolute beginning. I I knew even less than I know now, and um, now I'm moving forward. And today I'm talking about my uh, use of the Zettelkasten along with um, projects like today. So the videos I've been making, it was first just getting the basics of how to use the iMovie, how to export it, and then how to upload it. And I've been using the thumbnails that the computer generated on YouTube. So, and it's kind of funny, like 1 through 13, it's like, since it's just talking head videos mostly, and I haven't, um, my skills were at the basic, it was just pictures of me talking or, well, still shots taken from the videos of me talking. So now, after yesterday and looking at it, I was like, I really need to learn how to do a thumbnail and choose something different than it has had before. So, anyway, um, I'm referring to this as it's time for an iteration. I've I've got the basics of the basics down. I can get the video made generally, like a basic format, and then I can post it and I get through all the basics of that. But now I am like, I really need to look at and learn how to put a new type of thumbnail on. So I'm referring to this as I made these cards, and like this is an activity that's also connected to learning in public. And then I was um, the iterative process. And one of the things is I tend to put sticky notes on, and I refer to these as my fleeting notes. So at first, when I have the thought or the idea or I'm constructing it, um, I I use the sticky notes, and on the index cards, it makes it easier to not lose them and for them to get all jumbled up. So I put them on the sticky notes. Um, I did find a video today, and it was a nice, simple video. It was a video that was 5 years old, and it was 1 minute and 39 seconds, and it was put out by Joey, Joey, at Riverwalker. So his instructions were nice and clear and succinct. So after I watched that, I then took notes. So I had my notes. And again, I said these are like fleeting notes where I have the basics, and I'm planning then to take them and um, make permanent notes on the index card and then file them in my Zettelkasten. So, yeah, this is part of my project. The other thing is, I was learning how to take pictures and add them over the timeline so that it gives images. As far as I'm still trying to keep it in the simple zone, but moving a little further. And I took pictures of my Zettelkasten. I have a picture with my bibliography and the register and my main body of cards. With that, I was showing in the picture, it's like for my bibliography, then I made a card um, reminding myself I really didn't have any point in school or when I went to school, and it was mostly um, it was ophthalmic science, and I didn't have to do many papers in that program, and I just had the basic English courses, so there wasn't a lot of documentation needed. And then the register on the Zettelkasten, oops, the computer's turning on my table here. So, okay. So the register is going to hold my keywords. So things that go in that I'm planning to put in my bibliography for my uses is first I'm going to have sources, like when I was talking on my other video about my project that I have on the board over there. There's certain items that are used over and over and over again. And it would be convenient to have the information for, say, with my pottery, for the clay manufacturer and the name of the clay. Because I've noticed with all my interests, when there's things that are new, like I have three types of clay, and I have um, the 182 by standard. It's been the one that I've been using since I started when I took a class, and then the place is near where I live. But anyway, um, I took the class. It was one of the choices that they had, and so that is now in my head as far as a memory. But the rest of the items, who makes it, where I got it, when I got it, how it performed, I'm gonna use the, like, say, Mako and Amico are two companies that do a lot with pottery. So they'll have basic cards and connections and then the suppliers. And then in my main body of cards, I will put each project will have a picture, and then it will have what kiln run, what program I used, and since there's multiple items usually in the kiln, it seems easier to have one card connected to the kiln, what date it was run, what temperature, and then the rest on the card, the item, the project that was made and fired will then be linked back to that card. So say there's 10 things, you only have to have one card for the kiln firing, and then as each of the projects, then you can link the products back to the manufacturer in the bibliography and link to the card of which kiln run it was. And so it's going to be making like a web. So basically It's at the beginning, and that's that's the thoughts on the program. That's the thoughts on learning how to use this, because then I can also track kind of like that beginner's mind. Um, I don't know if I have or haven't um, uh, explained why I think this will be beneficial, but just um, a short synopsis is I'm what is identifying characteristic is aphantasia or aphantasic, and um, I don't really see pictures in my head, but I have a really high spatial aptitude. So the location of where something is, so having it in a filing system like this kind of makes sense for the way that I process things and locate things. So it's my personal hypothesis of why I'm doing this. Whether it will work or not is it's an experiment. And so far, I've been trying to make these videos, and I've been trying to make the Zettelkasten, but I needed a more clear action plan. And by making the videos, regardless of um, whether I had the skills to do it, I felt that you have to start somewhere. And these are my starting places with these um, different components. So that's it for now. And I will um, see if I get that thumbnail made after I add some other um, parts to this. And hopefully, for whatever the reason is, just hopefully, because I'm wanting to have different thumbnails. And that's it for now. Um, so until next time, bye.